12 cat emotions you've probably misread. Cats are masters of subtlety. They communicate volumes with the flick of a tail, the squint of an eye, or the silence of a stare. And yet, as much as we adore them, we often misinterpret what they're actually saying. In this video, we're going to explore 12 cat emotions you've probably misread and what's really going on behind the whiskers. Let's dive in. 1. The "I'm ignoring you" face that's not really about ignoring you. Picture this. You're calling your cat, maybe waving a toy or shaking the treat bag. They turn their head and then look away like you're beneath their royal notice. Many people assume this is their cat brushing them off. But here's the twist. That snub is often a sign of trust. By not reacting immediately, your cat is showing that it doesn't feel pressured to constantly monitor you. It knows you're safe. Think of it like sitting with a close friend in silence. You don't need non-stop chatter to know the bond is strong. What looks like a cold shoulder is, in reality, quiet confidence in the relationship. 2. The slow tail flick that isn't always anger. The tail is one of the most misread tools in the feline world. A sharp whip-like lash? Yes, that can signal irritation. But a slow, rhythmic flick of the tail tip? That's not fury, it's focus. Imagine your cat sitting at the window, tail ticking like a metronome while watching birds outside. What you're seeing is a sign of concentration, like the human equivalent of tapping a foot while thinking. If you mistake it for anger and back away, you might miss out on the chance to share in their curiosity. 3. The belly-up roll that's not an invitation to touch. This one's a trap. Your cat flops onto the floor, exposing its fluffy belly like a 5-star hotel pillow. Many people swoon, reach down, and get swatted. The mistake? Assuming belly exposure equals a demand for belly rubs. In truth, this posture often signals trust, not solicitation. It's your cat saying, "I feel safe enough to show my most vulnerable spot." It's not always a request for interaction. Sometimes it's simply a statement of security. Imagine someone leaning back with arms wide, soaking in the sun. You wouldn't immediately poke their stomach. With cats, restraint can be the highest form of respect. 4. The midnight zoomies that aren't always hyper-happiness. It's 2 a.m., and suddenly your cat bolts down the hallway like it's training for the Olympics. Many people laugh and label this as silliness, but often it's not just random joy. Those chaotic sprints can be the release of pent-up energy or stress. In the wild, cats hunt in short, explosive bursts. When indoor cats don't get enough outlets during the day, the zoomies erupt like a pressure valve releasing steam. It doesn't mean your cat is delighted to trample your sleep schedule. It means their body and instincts are demanding action. Read it not as comedy, but as a call. I need more play. Help me spend this energy when the sun's up, not when you're trying to dream. 5. The disappearing act that's not rejection. Sometimes a cat will retreat to a closet, under the bed, or behind the couch, leaving you wondering if you've somehow offended them. Here's where many humans misread the emotion. It's rarely about disliking you. It's about recalibration. Cats are creatures of solitude, and their nervous systems reset best in safe, enclosed spaces. Think of it like when you sneak away from a party just to breathe. The withdrawal isn't rejection, it's self-regulation. When your cat vanishes, it's often saying, "I need to find my calm again." If you let them have that space, they return more balanced, and usually more affectionate. 6. The slow blink that isn't laziness. There's nothing more heart-melting than when a cat narrows its eyes and gives you a slow, languid blink. Some people assume it's boredom or drowsiness, but this is one of the clearest love signals in feline language. That soft blink means your cat is letting its guard down. In the animal world, keeping eyes half shut in someone's presence is like saying, "I don't expect you to harm me." And when they offer it, they're inviting you to reciprocate. If you blink back slowly, you're speaking right in their emotional dialect. Safety, warmth, trust. It's not laziness. It's intimacy, disguised as a tiny gesture. 7. The high perch retreat that's not arrogance. You've probably seen it. Your cat scales the bookshelf, the top of the fridge, or a precarious stack of boxes, then sits there surveying the room like a royal monarch. Many people assume this behavior screams superiority, as if the cat is trying to lord over everyone. But here's the twist. High ground isn't about ego, it's about security. In the wild, elevation equals survival. From up high, a cat can see threats coming and rest without fear of surprise. So when your cat retreats to the highest shelf, it's less about "I'm above you" and more about "Here, I can relax fully." What looks like arrogance is actually a nervous system calming strategy, a chance to feel safe enough to truly breathe. 8. The slow approach that's not shyness. A cat enters the room. Instead of bounding toward you like a dog might, it creeps in slowly, pausing, scanning, sometimes even circling before sitting near you. Many humans read this as fear, or worse, disinterest. But in feline language, This measured approach is often the opposite of avoidance. It's ritual. Cats are wired to take in information through observation first, action second. It's not shyness, and it's not hesitation about you. It's their natural way of easing into connection, like dipping a toe into water before swimming. 9. The sudden bite during petting that's not aggression. You're stroking your cat, everything seems perfect. The purr is steady, the eyes are soft, and then snap, teeth. Many owners instantly label this as aggression, but most of the time it's something else entirely. It's called overstimulation. Cats have a threshold for touch, and when that invisible line is crossed, the nerves in their skin send a sharp, enough message. The bite isn't an attack, it's a communication tool. I liked that, but now I need space. The misreading happens because we expect affection to be endless. In reality, cats give feedback in real time, and sometimes it comes in the form of teeth, not malice, just a boundary check. 10. The doorway hesitation that's not indecision. Every cat guardian knows this one. Your cat meows at the door, you open it, and they just stand there, not going out, not coming in, just lingering. People often laugh and chalk this up to indecision or fickleness, but this behavior is more layered. Doorways are thresholds. They're loaded with sensory data, from smells to sounds to air pressure changes. For a cat, stepping across that line isn't trivial. The hesitation is them processing, weighing, calibrating. It's not, I don't know what I want. It's, I'm analyzing what this space means before committing. What looks like dithering is actually careful environmental assessment. 11. The headbutt that's not just play. When your cat bumps their head against you, many people giggle and call it silly or playful. But that little nudge is steeped in emotion. Cats have scent glands along their cheeks and forehead, and when they push their head into you, they're leaving their scent, effectively labeling you as safe, familiar, and part of their inner circle. This is not just physical contact, it's emotional branding. You belong with me. Dismissing it as goofy affection misses the depth of what's happening. It's trust turned physical, a signature scribbled across your skin saying, we are family. 12. The silent stare that's not always hostility. Here's a moment that unnerves many people. You look up, and your cat is perched across the room, eyes locked on you. No blink, no sound, just unblinking presence. Some interpret this as challenge or even aggression, but often the silent stare is less hostile than it looks. Cats observe to understand, and staring is one of their tools. That gaze can mean curiosity, evaluation, or even an attempt to connect. Yes, prolonged staring between cats can be threatening, but with humans it often reads differently. I'm trying to figure you out. The mistake is assuming menace. Sometimes that eerie stillness is simply your cat's way of saying, you're fascinating to me. And there you have it, the cat emotions you might have misread. Ready for more insights? Discover how you can make them feel deeply loved, or learn the signs that they think of you as their parent. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.